The temperature is rising in the Middle East, and the fuse is burning shorter by the day. Iran is done pretending that diplomacy with the United States is a win-win, and Washington is talking like it's ready to drop the gloves and possibly the bombs. A senior Iranian hardliner has just thrown gasoline on an already raging fire. Mohammad Javad Larijani, a longtime insider and former advisor to Iran's supreme leader, is blunt. The idea of win-win talks with the United States, he says, is a lie. Not naive, not misguided, a complete mistake. According to Larijani, Iran tried trust once with the 2015 nuclear deal, and in Tehran's view, it was burned. Sanctions returned, pressure intensified, promises evaporated. So now, the message from Iran's hardline camp is chillingly clear. Negotiation is not courage, compromise is not strength, and surrender, even partial, is unacceptable. Larijani calls it inverted courage. Real courage, he says, lies in resistance and attack. This isn't just rhetoric. This is a warning shot. Because while Iranian hardliners are slamming the door on compromise, the country's diplomats are still trying to keep it cracked open, just barely. Iran's foreign minister says Tehran is ready for talks, ready for reassurance, ready for limits, but not zero enrichment, not total capitulation. And here's the problem. Iran's nuclear program wants dismantled. Tehran says enrichment is a non-negotiable right. Those positions don't overlap, they collide. And hovering over all of it like a storm cloud is Donald Trump. The US president has once again turned up the heat, openly threatening military action against Iran if talks fail. Bombing, airstrikes, force. The language of escalation is back, and Iran is listening. In Tehran, those threats don't sound like deterrence, they sound like proof. Proof that trusting the United States was always a mistake. Proof that pressure only leads to humiliation. Proof that the West understands one language, power. This is why Larijani's words matter. He isn't some fringe voice yelling into the void. He represents a worldview gaining ground inside Iran's power structure. One that believes patience has run out, that sanctions relief is a trap, that negotiations are a delaying tactic, and that resistance, economic, political, and potentially military, is the only path forward. The danger here isn't just what's being said, it's what happens next. When diplomacy is framed as weakness, when compromise is painted as betrayal, when threats replace dialogue, missteps become more likely. Red lines blur, and escalation becomes easier than restraint. A single miscalculation, a single strike, a single incident in the Gulf, and suddenly the world is watching another conflict spiral in real time. This isn't about one speech, or one threat, or one election. It's about a relationship that is corroding fast. Iran feels cornered, the US feels defied, and both sides believe backing down is the greater risk. History shows us how this ends when nobody blinks. And tonight, the warning signs are flashing red. Because when win-win becomes a dirty word and bombs re-enter the conversation, diplomacy doesn't just fail, it explodes. On February 8th, Iran's foreign minister Abbas Araghchi said that the US military buildup in the region does not frighten Tehran, warning that the people of Iran are a people of war.
There is no alternative to negotiation. This is what I told the American team the day before yesterday, and their presence at the negotiating table is based on this logic, because other paths have been tried. Negotiations will bear fruit when the rights of the Iranian people are acknowledged and respected, and we can exercise them. We do not need anyone to recognize our rights. Our rights are established, and our rights exist. We want our rights to be respected. Even now, their military posture in our region does not frighten us. We are a people of diplomacy, but we are also a people of war. We are a people of war, not that we seek war. In fact, we are a people of war. We are ready for war so that no one dares to fight us. We are a people of diplomacy. After all, we are a people of logic because we have words, we have reason, and if they choose the path of diplomacy, we will walk that path. If they speak to the people of Iran with respect, we will respond with respect. If they speak with force, we will respond with force. We have encountered a new phenomenon that has transformed all principles of international rules and law. What is that phenomenon? It is the theory introduced by the President of the United States at the beginning of his term, that he would govern by the theory of peace through force. Becoming stronger for us is like an obligation to me, and one of the secrets to becoming stronger is resilience. It means you can stand up against pressure. If they bring their fleet around you and you immediately say, "Okay, fine, what do you want? Come and take it," then you're finished, and there's no telling how far that retreat would go. Fear in these circumstances, in my opinion, is a deadly poison. If you become frightened and retreat, or if you compromise, as some suggest, such compromise, I believe, knows no end. Therefore, if you ask me what our greatest challenge is now, it is the challenge of resistance. This resistance rests on the shoulders of the armed forces. It rests on the shoulders of the government and the capabilities of those who must provide economic strength for the country and livelihoods for the people. And it rests on the shoulders of a diplomacy that can keep the flag of the Islamic Republic aloft on the world stage.